Hi guys, welcome back to Tigre Gitana. My name is Abby, and today we're going to talk about, we're going to continue the Astro series for the mantras for the month, and the motto and the energy of the month. And I'm actually catching up, so I'm going to be doing Sagittarius today, and Capricorn will be next week, so we can understand and know the energy and how we're going to use it. But for Sagittarius, I know it's like literally the last 2 days, but we're going to talk about it. The motto, mantra, and energy for Sagittarius is I see, and this applies to Sagittarius in many different ways, but the best way to understand how this is the energy of the season is because of Jupiter, and the fact that Jupiter is the planet of expansion and luck and opportunity. He like opens the way to everything, any area of your life where there could possibly be an opportunity. Like Jupiter comes in and he's like, oh, look at this, look over here, look over that. So the fact that it's I see, it's like you're able to see where your opportunities are, where your issues are, where your where things are coming in, where you're getting lucky in, where your direction is being kind of turned into. Because remember, as we go through all of the signs, it is a journey that like pretty much Aries takes throughout all of the signs, and the path starts to kind of shift. And once every fire sign kind of gives you a little bit of a different energy, and once it hits Sagittarius, is like, okay, I see, I'm able to kind of see many directions, many things that I can take, many areas that I can dive into. I can with Scorpio, giving you things that you wanted, and being able to kind of see where you needed to heal and what you wanted to attract and all these things. Once Sagittarius season comes in, you're able to see, literally see where you're actually getting pushed to. Like after you've done the work in Scorpio season, and all the previous seasons, you're able to really say, okay, well, you know what? The year is coming to a close. As we're getting into Capricorn season, because Capricorn's motto is different, as we're getting into Capricorn season, what is it like? I'm able to reflect. I'm able to see how this year has come to a kind of crescendo, and then like, you know, slowing down into like leaking into a bigger path as far as next year. What is next year going to look like? What do I want to focus on? What is it that I want to be my main intention for the year? Like I want to focus on school, or I want to get a new job, or get a promotion or whatnot. Like where am I seeing the energy for me really pushing me towards? What is the direction that the universe is pushing me towards? And with Sagittarius season is really it comes into like ahead. Like you're able to clearly see where you're getting lucky at, where you can actually go for something, how people see you. It's like if you're going for a certain role, you'll be able to see how others perceive you, how maybe if they're pushing you for a certain role, maybe an opportunity will come up, maybe there'll be a conversation that will be had during that month, where you'll literally kind of notice that a specific topic keeps coming up for you, and it's just about seeing the possibilities and seeing the expansion, where things are not stuck. Because it's easy around this time of year. This is December is one of the most depressing times of the year for people, and it's easy for people to really come into this state of being depressed. But the universe's energy is like, hey, but you know, the year is ending, but you have all of these things going on. Like there's still areas that we're trying to show you that you can focus on. If there was stuff during the year that you feel like you didn't get to accomplish, or you didn't go with the flow, because I feel like a lot of the time what happens throughout the year, mind you, astrologically this is not the end of the year, so it's like we're not even there yet. Astrologically the year ends in February, but because as a society the calendar works the way it works, we're going by the season, this is considered the end of the year. So because it's set up that way, even though I guess with all the pressures of society, gifting, doing all this stuff, trying to figure out where you're gonna do this, like a pressure for next year, like, oh my god, okay, what am I doing? I don't know, this year sucked, or whatever. Like, if whatever way you want to see it, a lot of times that's the issue with that is because we put too much pressure in possibly achieving one thing so hard that we don't go with the flow, especially when the universe is trying to turn you into a specific direction, and you're kind of resisting, like, no, but I'm still holding on to this one thing that I wanted to do, like at the beginning of whatever. And so it becomes very, like, instead of flowing, it's like very rigid, and it doesn't end up working that well when it's time to I'm sorry for the noise, that's the heater, but when it's time to really let go and really implement the energy and really say, okay, I see where my possibilities are, I see where the direction is taking me, instead of letting this kind of bring me down as far as like what I didn't get to, what not achieve for this year. I am going to see what it is that the universe is, the messages that I'm being sent, so then I can see what I'm going to be working on for the next year, because I've been saying this in the chakra videos for a while now, and Capricorn's, basically December Capricorn season is about planning, it's about prep work, it's about getting everything kind of like mapped out. I mean, that map doesn't always work out that way, and that's kind of, I feel like, where people fall into the trap of Capricorn season in February, because they set these intentions, they like New Year's, this is like a huge, I'm gonna diet, I'm gonna do all this stuff, like I'm gonna diet, and then it doesn't end up always happening that way, so they get frustrated. I mean, not every sign is the same where they'll be able to keep that commitment or whatnot, but at the same time, it's necessary to be fluid and to just flow with the energy as it comes. You're not always going to get everything and achieve everything on that same day that you intended to achieve it. There'll be days that will happen, but it won't always be like that. Sometimes it has to interconnect with your larger picture, and it's about understanding that. And that is what Sagittarius season is about, is really about like shining and bringing back the fire after all this water that we had with Scorpio season. So it's a very reflective time, but not in the same way that Scorpio was, because I feel like Scorpio, Virgo season, Scorpio season, very reflective times. Sag is like, yeah, but let's bring the fun back. What do I love doing? What do I love learning about? What do I love? Where do I love this one thing, or whether it's like a hobby or it's your passion, like what it brings back that drive and the fire of all the fire signs. It brings it back, and it's like, oh man, I really love this thing. I want to kind of focus more on that thing, and that's where the intention goes. And if you're moving from a place of love of that thing, then you're not gonna fail. The only time that you'll get frustrated is when you won't have the time to work on those things. But you have to understand that it has to balance out in all areas of your life, not just one. But we're gonna talk about the restrictions for the Capricorn, because Capricorn season is literally going to be here to, like, pretty much tomorrow to Saturday it starts. Some people it's like the 21st, some people it's the 22nd. I go by the 22nd, whatever. But yeah, Capricorn season is coming. I'm very excited. My birthday is coming up. But it's gonna be a lot. We're gonna do a lot of work. I feel like this, because I'm currently going through my Saturn return, and I feel like having Saturn in Capricorn, it's just restructuring so much stuff, like society, like as a society as a whole, and it comes up a lot as far as structure when it comes to our generation right now. And we're gonna see that a lot when Jupiter goes into Capricorn in 2020. Government is gonna be, oh god, government is gonna be changing. There's gonna be a lot of stuff, new traditions, there's gonna be upgrades. It's a shift. So it's more about like really allowing yourself to think big, and don't get stuck in a box of what you think that you should be doing now. Like really think big and really work on those things and work on your dreams, and don't like think that you have to be in a box, because that's also changing. The way we do things is changing. So that's pretty much the energy of Sag. I am sorry that this video is the season late, but Capricorn season will be next week, and I have a couple more videos for next week as well that I'm going to share with you guys. So I will see you guys in the next video next week. Don't forget to subscribe and all that good stuff.